It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position, and at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that three ball, Kevin.
Count that one.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Pass to Kuzma. To the left wing. Little. No good on the three. Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Kuzma. Capella trying to free himself up. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's quickly. Outside, Towns. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Capella. Back to Sexton. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Clint Capella's bucket. A putback. It's good on the putback.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Sexton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
And the layup is good. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Here's Kuzma. Pass to Little. Back to Irving. Lock at 6. Into the lane. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Michael Porter Jr.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Here's Sexton. Pass to Şengün. And that one, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Harold did everything he could there to try to get the and one opportunity. Let's see if he can knock down some free throws.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence.
They also haven't been afraid of taking the ball to the rack. Lots of opportunities at the rim.
Here's Porter. Releases.
Porter Jr.
Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Inside. Carter. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team. Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Offensive rebound. Here's Gafford. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Harold wide open. He shoots. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Harold's responding to more minutes with more production. That's a good thing.
Irving looking over the floor. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It was a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here is Carter. The drive by Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Here's Gafford. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Hornets. They trail by 3. And it's Lee penetrating. And Lee with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming at you in a lot of ways right now. So a thorn in the defensive side.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And on his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 1. And don't go away. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, their title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
We've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player to just rely on the fact that they are relentlessly going to attack any opposition defensively and try to get to the free throw line and take that kind of contact, and that's what Shai does.
And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lays it straight in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
Charlotte moving it around. Irving with a clean look. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And guarded by Capella. Towns down low. 6 points for him. And Capella sends it back.
Out of bounds.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Outside, Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And Towns not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area. And we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
For your Cavaliers.
Here's Little. Lets it go from deep. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Now, here's Quickly. Five to shoot. Pass to Towns. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers. Michael
Cavaliers trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is hammered home.
Ooh, no layup setups right there for SGA up to the rim.
Pass to Sexton. Cavaliers with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
To the inside. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Irving with it. 9 points in the game so far. They grabbed their own miss. And stolen by Wright. He takes it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Back to Lee. Pass to Little. On the wing, Lee. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Cleveland the other way now. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Harrell. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Porter, here we go. And he makes good on the layup. Porter's got 6 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lee outside. Pass to Şengün. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Little with the ball. Lee outside. Second shot opportunity. And here's Sexton. Lee outside. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Cavaliers ball. Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers leading by 6.
Daniel Gafford.
Pass to Harrell. A beautiful reverse layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And it's Carter missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And the shot goes in.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Back to Lee. Outside, Sexton. Charlotte again missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And so it's Cleveland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great leader as well, but I got to got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather hold the team.
Shea at 6'5" is such a tough defensive assignment. Has great handle. And he can do some damage from anywhere on the floor.
And the dunk by Capella.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
No good. Shot missing. Good defensive work there by Young. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, DA. Thank you for that portrait. Towns. The kick out to Porter. The second chance effort. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Kyrie Irving
Bangs home the trifecta.
I know Kyrie is one of the best finishers in the league, but trust me, he enjoys the three ball.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Back to Irving. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
You combine a lot of things with Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got speed and length and growing in terms of his basketball IQ. D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Young. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Towns.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Little can't hit.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
substitution for your Cavaliers. Daniel Gafford.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Porter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. We may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
Here's Trent. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr. Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
For your Cavaliers.
And Cleveland making a change here. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Baisley. Wright outside. Driving to the basket. And it's blocked. And stolen by Wright. Here's Baisley. to right. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the they need a big net catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Down low. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And finished off by Wright.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with the high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Right side, Lee. And the rejection by Gafford. Faster quickly. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. Quickly's got 8 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Porter. 8 points for him. Here's Wright. Driving the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And so Wright nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Noel. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Here's Şengün. There's the triple. Rebounded by Gafford. Outside Porter. From past the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 11.
You really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move right there. The three ball looked easy.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Inside. Porter with the steal. Here's Paisley. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And that is a foul. It's on the Charlotte Hornets. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Lee. Pass to Horton Tucker. Fires the three. It's good from long range.
3 points.
Horton Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Cleveland. He got it. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here is Wright. Pass to Paisley. Gafford trying to break free. Good work defensively by Carter. Cuts off the pass. To the paint. The kick out to Wright. Now Gafford. And he banks in the lane.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Carter right side. Charlotte moving the ball around. And he stays with it. And here's Lee outside. Here's Noel. Carter left side. It's stolen by Johnson. And here they come. Here's Trent. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Trent got his first points in this one. Over to the left wing. Charlotte gets it back. Carter. Pass to Noel. Charlotte again missing. And here are the Cavaliers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Kicks it out to Johnson. With the drive. Good work defensively by Carter. So it's the Hornets now. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And the lefty forward Darius Baisley-Brent can hurt you inside and outside.
Well, he's more comfortable on the attack where he's able to put the ball down on the floor and extend and use his athletic ability. But he is gaining some confidence in that shot. And in the offseason, if you work hard enough, you can come back the next year and really show that you're more of a weapon on the outside than you were the year before.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he jams it with authority.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right there.
And the rejection by Towns. The second effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Hornets. The wide open shot by Little.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points now in the second half.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
Offensive rebound. They shoot again.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Nose defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And here's Cleveland. And yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Baisley. Back to Johnson. No good on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Now, here is Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To halt the run. And the rejection by Bradley. Here's Ross. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Kuzma outside. The open look here for Sexton.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Ross grabs the board.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to hit some easy ones. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance.
For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tony Bradley.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
To the floor for your Cavaliers, DeLon Wright.
34 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Charlotte moving it around. And on the way from Irving for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Ross with the steal. And now here comes Wright leading the break. Finish off the break.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Shooting for Charlotte.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Bradley.
Tony Bradley.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And so it's